go. All right. What it is and what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the 280 Plus podcast. I'm your host, Slows Def. And before we get started, I'd like to thank the audience, thank the listeners, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, man. You know, y'all keeping the platform moving, man. We growing every episode. We growing, and it's a real good look. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You know, give me some feedback. You know what I mean? What, you know, even if you don't like something, let me know. You know, because this is a real immersive and interactive experience, man. You know, I listen to the fans, to the audience, and you know, sometimes if y'all want to hear something, we gonna get into it, whatever. But and also before we get started, man. I just like to say, you know, just talk about like how blessed I am, man, just in terms of like being surrounded by so many like dope people. You know what I mean? Like, you know, coming from a small town, a lot of times people have like negative things, you know what I mean? Because maybe there's not enough to do, whatever, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, sometimes the greatest resource and the things that we have is the people that we surround ourselves with, you know what I mean? And, you know, I think we should, you know, just focus on the positive and the people that pour into you, the people that inspire you, the people that motivate you. And with that being said, you know what I mean? I got a real special guest here with me today. And yo, fam, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, it's DJ Exel. Period. Was I supposed to give a bigger introduction?
You can. It don't matter. Like, yeah. Who are you? Like, who DJ Exel? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. So, born in York, PA.
Okay.
Been DJing for years. I actually went to boarding school in Milton Hershey.
And I actually had a topic about that.
Yeah. And then I went straight to college. Then after college, I actually moved to Harrisburg for 5 years. And then I moved to Atlanta for 7 years. And just came out here just grinding, chasing my dream out in Central PA. There was only so much I could do.
Yeah.
And people kind of like, when I reached out to the big people, they like it just don't stand out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I actually, was promoters I was reaching to out in Central PA that when I moved out here booked me instantly, but ain't even answer my DMs when I was DMing them from back home.
Really?
So I moved out here strictly to chase my dreams and been going up ever since. And God just been blessing me, just fearlessly left everything and chasing my dreams. So that's literally what I do every single day, man. So
that's major. You know what I mean? I might slip up. I don't people know your government because I don't really call you DJ Exel. I mean, because we go way back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my government's Tiffany, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. We go.
Nah, you do what you want. Hey, let me say this. First of all, this motherfucker is like the only person outside my family that I was at your house.
Yeah.
7-year-old, because bro, you had the most lit toys. Okay. Your house. Hey, you was fucking spoiled.
I was.
Like 10, 11, 12. Like, I would go to this dude's house and have the most fun. Like, you was spoiled, bro. You had all the toys. Y'all don't think you know that? I
did because I grew up only child for a long time. Like, I didn't meet my brother until I was like 11 years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I found my dad had other kids and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, your mom.
Yeah.
You was good, bro. So like literally grew up together. Like,
yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Like when we talk about guests, like a lot of like, and I was talking about dope people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, one thing on this platform, I try to feature people from around our way, you know what I mean, that have like transcended and just moving and shaking. And like of all my guests now, I think you probably the guest I've known the longest, you know what I'm saying? Like we really grew up together. Like we go way back, like sleepovers. You know what I mean? You know, your mom and my aunt were best friends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I always looked at you as like a cousin, you know what I mean? Like you family, you know.
Straight cousins.
Yeah, like real. Straight cousins, you know what I'm saying? And like I remember sleeping over all the time. And like I didn't think nothing of it because I was going over to sleep over. It was just 3 girls. Your mom and 3 girls.
I was a tomboy from
Yeah.
like I always been into the same shit you was into. It's sad.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I always just looked at you as one of the bros. Like you was my homie. Like I didn't have no concept of that. Like, you know what I
Hell
mean?
no. That's
You know
crazy.
You know what I mean? And I do remember though, y'all was kind of bad though. You know what I mean? I just remember your mom always yelling at y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like y'all was getting in trouble. Like, you know, Veronica, you know, she was
First of all,
I
my
feel like,
mom
or
was.
were you the good one of the three? Because Evie used to get yelled at a lot too. I remember.
I could definitely say I definitely balanced everything out. I definitely always have been different, but my sisters have always been ride or die.
Yeah.
But I could say I was the one that would be in the least trouble, but I would be more into stuff like I would get hurt all the time.
Okay.
Like my mom would always have to like rush me to the hospital and get stitches.
Oh,
so I was like in that type of trouble, but I wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I just, you know, your mom, she got her own big personality as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
And I love her, man. I love her, man. And it's funny because her and my dad had it was like a friendly like beef. You know what I mean? Like they always would just roast each other and talk shit. It was a good dynamic, man. So so I remember you. So like the thing is, I didn't go to we didn't go to elementary school together, middle school together, you know what I mean? Well, maybe we did for a little bit, but I remember you being around, and then I remember my aunt telling me about you going to boarding school, going to Milton Hershey, you know what I mean? To be exact. And she told me about all these opportunities that it was going to provide. And at the time, I think, did they pay for all your college tuition back in the day? Okay,
yeah. So I applied in ninth grade, got accepted. I mean, I applied in eighth grade, got accepted in ninth grade. And my whole thing. And when I look back, like what 8-year-old is really thinking about, I'm the one that convinced my parents to let me go because my neighbor went, John.
Oh, plumber.
Yeah.
So
okay. John convinced me. And basically it was like, yo, you live in a house with like 11 other like kids, and they pay for everything, and when you graduate, they pay for your college tuition. And I was like, yo, I'm trying to go to college.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what was that experience like being away? Because you was away, like you lived there like throughout the whole school year. Like, I mean, whatever. So like, what was that experience like being away from your mom and your family, like all those years? You know what I'm saying? Because like we didn't have those high school interactions and things like that, like coming up. So like you was kind of like you moved away, like you was away. You know what I'm saying? So like, what was that like? Like,
well, first of all, like since I was away, like through my high school years, like when I go back to York, it feels different to me because, you know, high school is when you get your real friends. And like when you really like find your personality. So that's why like York was just always a little different for me. But basically, at first it was dumb hard because first of all, I was a tomboy, and I went there. First of all, you know, when clothes was super big, my jeans was like size 36. Like to this day, I wear 32, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my house mom took away all my jeans right away.
Really?
Took away all my clothes and said it was too big. So that was the first day I got there. So instantly, and then like the first week or two, you can't call your parents because they're trying to have you do like a transition that, you know, so it was super hard. But overall, like they taught me discipline, they taught me structure. And if you were good, you would be rewarded. But if you weren't, you would get on detention. Like I would never, like my grounded would be like stay in the house for a couple of days. Out there, you couldn't watch TV, you couldn't go nowhere, literally could just stay in your room and like read a book. So it kind of felt, it was great if you were good. If you were bad, it could feel like you're in a detention.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know, like you know, doing a bid or something like that.
You had chores and stuff, but I end up doing pretty good, and I'm not gonna lie, it saved my life. I think I always had a great mindset, but it's so easy to get caught up in stuff, especially like in York, because it wasn't much to do. Like before I went, I was in stolen cars with friends. I was in like abandoned buildings and stuff, like little dumb stuff that could have got me caught up. And all my friends was hustling and everything. All my friends was hustling. Like I used to look up to them, and for some reason, I never had to hustle, like the selling drugs. But like I used to look at them like, damn, bro, they getting money, like they fly. And that kept me out of trouble because I can say both my sisters around that time, both caught felonies.
For real. Damn.
You know what I mean? So, and it just, the culture, you know what I mean? Like everything we surrounded in the city, like it's easy to get caught up.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, I was gonna, you kind of spoke to it, like, how it has impacted you in terms of your success. You say it taught you structure and things like that. Like, and that's interesting though, that you said like was it easy to get kicked out though? Because it seemed like, you said there was like a discipline structure or whatever, but like, and people were bad, but like how bad did you have to be to get like them to kind of get rid of you? You know what I mean? Because it was a program, because it's different than other boarding schools, right? Like some boarding schools, you think rich people, you know what I mean, sending their kid away, whatever. Like, but this was something more for, kids that maybe came from single parent households and things like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so Milton Hershey was actually like the second richest school in the United States, because they're funded by Hershey chocolate and so many, like Hershey Park, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was originally for orphans and stuff, and then it went more for like the less fortunate, trying to, save kids that are like got one parent or just in bad environments.
Okay.
And I could say, this is what I could say. A lot of people left rather than getting kicked out. You know what I mean? Like, it was hard because it's all about your mentality, but it's also about life. Like, if you're going into it wanting to be successful and wanting to do this, then your mindset going to be different and you're going to experience it different. If your parent dropped you off there and you don't want to be there, you're going to be rebellious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I made the best of it, and I don't want to make it sound like it was like a detention center, but like, yo, I ain't have chores. You know what I mean? When they told me wash the dishes and then dry the sink, I was like, I gotta dry the sink? That's stupid.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like little stuff, or like that somebody, your house parents, like my house parents was like in their 60s, and they were like white folks that just didn't get me. And it was like, yo, y'all can put me on detention. Like, that took a lot to be like, yo, you got people controlling your life. But I made the best of it, and I became like student home president and all that. Yeah, I was cool. Like, I made the best of it, and it was a great experience.
Yeah. Was you a hooper? Like, didn't you play ball?
Yeah, I used to love ball. Like, that used to be like my dreams back in the day. Yeah. Like, even in PA, like, that's all I was doing at the court and stuff. And then I started DJing when I went to college.
Okay. That's the stuff. So, and then last thing about Milton Hershey and stuff like that, like what do you think? Well, I guess you already talked about like what you think your life would have been like had you not had the opportunity, but like in regards to like networking, you know what I mean? Like what kind of opportunities do you feel like, did you make connections that you still have today from being there? You know what I mean? Or no, it kind of like faded out a little bit, like,
nah,
because like college, like some people say that college friends are the friends that like, those are the ones that help you progress through life and shit like that. But like, was it the same like that at Milton Hershey? Are you still connected with people from back then?
I'm connected with a few. I'm not gonna lie, like, I was in a relationship, like a high school relationship, but like all through high school. And I think that kind of limited my like growing more friends.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I don't know, just dumb. But the school a couple years ago actually called me back and had me DJ their opening ceremony, which like, it was at the Giant Center.
Yeah.
It was huge. So still really good with the school, and they actually be reaching back to their alumni and stuff. So it was really dope.
That's good. That's what's up. That's a good experience. So like, leave a comment in the section, put something in the comment section. Have you ever heard of Milton Hershey? Would you ever consider putting your kids into it? And like, there is a kind of strict process. It ain't like you can't just send anybody there, right? Like, you had to meet certain requirements. Or
I mean, I think like now I think like you gotta make probably very low income
okay.
like that, but the kid also has to be doing decent. Like, they're not trying to get no kid that's
delinquent.
Like, we try to get my little sister in there, she got declined. Yeah. Her bad ass, she would have tortured that damn school.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, people got their different opinions and nothing's perfect. So to go into a private school that like you're dropping your kid off there, like, all their staff is not perfect, but I could say I had a great experience and it changed my life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's up. So let's transition now. And you mentioned, you know, being a DJ and things like that. So like, and we've had some guests on this platform that have, you know, already on this platform before that's paid homage to you. You know what I mean? Name dropped you. You know what I mean? Show love. You know, DJ Cashmere comes to mind. Ecko comes to mind. So like, how did you like even become interested in DJing? Like, when did that become an interest of yours? Like,
yo, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, I started breakdancing. Right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. My cousin.
Because T and matter of fact, T also like is that y'all related? Ain't that's your cousin?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Like I said, so all family friends.
I was breakdancing. He was doing like more hip hop dancing.
Okay.
You know? But I remember going to like Harrisburg. I forget what the club name is, but we would all be dancing right there. Like T2.
Was it the hardware bar back then?
Yeah.
Because remember they used to have the under 21 like type night. Yeah. Oh, that was so lit. I
specifically remember like him over there dancing and me dancing and stuff. But I started watching the breakdancing videos and being more intrigued by the DJ. And then I'm like, yo, that's hard. I don't know why. But since I was a kid, I wanted to DJ. And I asked my parents for turntables and they didn't get them. They probably like, you know what I'm saying? So when I was finally able to, I got like some cheap sets of turntables. And then like not to be petty, but I already talked to him about this. So when I first started DJing, I grew up with Cashmere because me and Cashmere was actually dancing and playing music because he always been into sound and I was dancing. So he would bring
live right around the corner from you too.
So he would bring a speaker, we'd be turning up, and then I knew he was a DJ because he used to DJ like at the government or something. So like I asked him like, hey, can you teach me? And he basically said no.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it basically was like what I got from it, and this was years ago.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like over 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
It was he basically was like, what I got from it was like you're not about to be like my competition and like play, or like he not, I don't know if he was burnt by other people, but he basically was like, I'm not about to like put you on and like you kind of play me. That's how it felt.
He did talk about in his episode. He did actually talk about, you know, I mean, kind of being blackballed and played and stuff like that. So he probably was being, you know, because he was moving around with adults. Yeah, you know I mean, like in that world. Yeah, you know I mean, he kind of got swallowed up a little bit until he kind of broke out on his own. You know I mean,
yo, and I ain't know nothing about the industry. I just wanted to learn how to DJ. And the crazy thing is, I ain't know no DJs. You're the only person I know, so I'm reaching out. But like, I believe in the law of attraction, so I just kept working towards it. I'm like, man, fuck that. But he lost mad cool points at that time from me, like because what? You know what I'm saying? Because I was really driven, like, you know what I mean? Because I know
definitely.
now,
you always been that way now too, like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I know now, like, people come up to me and be like, yo, I want to learn how to DJ, and I'll be like, so if I don't teach you, you're not going to learn. And that's how I'll be like, all right, you're not motivated. But me, I was just like, well, fuck it, let me go onto YouTube and stuff. So I started kind of learning on YouTube, and then my sister told me about a music store. So I walked in there with this little mixtape, bro. It wasn't even mixed. Like my mixes wasn't even mixed. I just put songs, like dope songs in like order. And I'm like, yo, this is my mixtape, but I want to learn like if you got any DJs or anything, you know what I mean? And then Ecko called DJ Knowledge up. And Ecko like, yo, I got this DJ here. Yo, her smile is beautiful. Yo, like right? Ecko just fucking a character.
Yeah, he is.
He funny as hell. So then he introduced me to DJ Knowledge, and I guess another girl wanted to learn how to DJ.
Okay, yeah, he mentioned that. Go ahead,
yeah. So another girl wanted to learn how to DJ, but was not about it for real.
Yeah.
So then, so Knowledge was kind of hesitant, but I'm like, bro, I really want to know how. Like, I really want to learn. Yeah. So I had like 1 or 2 sessions with DJ Knowledge, and I learned so much in those sessions. And to this day, that at my wedding, that was my best man. Like, this is my best friend.
That's
but to say that, I ain't never crossed him. Back when I was in York, people would be like, damn, I want to get you or her knowledge. I'm trying. Hey, that's my mentor. Like, he taught me. So if you debating, get him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I'm just a solid person, but I can understand how people ain't solid. You know what I mean? I came across that too in my career. So I ain't mad at Cashmere. Cashmere actually booked me a couple months ago, and we talked about it. Like, yo, you know, I felt this way for this long. Like, that was whack. Because I really looked up to him because he's a great DJ. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I got started in that.
That's what's up. And Ecko had said something like one of your first gigs that he remembers at least was like Fabulous, like was for
so Ecko was managing me for a second,
okay,
for a minute. You know what I mean? He believed in me. And I would just be at the music store. He put me on to Game on a mixtape joint. Him and DJ Knowledge definitely taught me about the mixtape game. And Ecko somehow got me into to DJ the after party for Fab downtown. I think the spot is called Level something.
Level 2
in downtown Harrisburg.
Okay, Level 2 maybe.
Yeah. So I DJ'd that, and that was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Of course, coming up, like, that was great. And then it just was up from there. Like, I've been doing it for so long that it took so long to actually like get to where I'm at now. Is crazy. But I would always have these little things in my career that showed me I was like these big moments, but they would be really spread out. You know what I mean? Okay. But it'd be like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that kind of the nature of what you do though? Like at least in the beginning, like it's gonna be these big moments, but they're gonna be kind of spread out, as opposed to like, because I think a lot of times people give up because they're not seeing this daily success quite yet. You know what I mean? But they gotta realize like you gotta look at how far you've come as opposed to like where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes
you definitely gotta appreciate your growth, and we want so much that we forget that. And you really just gotta love what you do, because there's gonna be times you're not making no money doing it. And the only thing that's going to keep you going is that you just love it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't just do anything chasing money, because if you don't love it, it ain't gonna come easy. So I think that's what just kept me going. And then also, like I said, being in Central PA, like there's only so much you can do. Like, not to like skip steps, but like I went on two to three Asia tours with Jizo. Me and Jizo been on tour in Asia. I'm talking about like Foshan, Shenzhen, Beijing. Right? So we've been on that like once a year. We was on that. Shout out to Jizo. Hype man, made crazy records. Just a crazy dude, like really lit. But I did that in PA. You know what I'm saying? And I also got on VH1's Master the Mix, which was a DJ competition.
That's dope.
And that was really big, right? But then it was like where I was at, it was like, okay, I'm on this show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But then it just died down. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like if I was in a better city, I could have ate off of that. But out here, it's like, what? Y'all booked me here. Like, y'all already see me like that. You know what I mean?
That's
why I had to move. That's why I had to move.
Okay. And we are going to get it back into moving and where your career is at now. But I kind of want to switch it up for a second. I mean, because I'm just curious, man. I'm always curious about things, whatever. So it is right now, it's Pride Month. You know what I mean?
Show it.
Pride Month. So what does that mean? What does Pride Month mean to you? Like, is it something that's kind of like Black History Month, where like people care when they care? You know what I mean? But then some years it don't mean that big of a deal. Like, what does Pride Month mean to you?
The way I live, every month is Pride Month. Okay. Because look, we do. Me and my partner, Boss Britt, out here, we do the biggest all-girl parties in Atlanta.
Okay.
Every single week. You know what I'm saying? So this is so regular to us. This is such our lifestyle.
Yeah.
But Pride Month is dope because like businesses and stuff actually start like acknowledging. Like I seen Coach and stuff drop a bag that got like rainbow. You know, the rainbow shit is kind of like, y'all, like we don't really be Like I get the symbolism behind it, but like we not really rocking rainbow. Like I'm not about to buy like a rainbow hat.
Yeah.
I ain't that gay. Like, I ain't that gay. But it's dope just to, you know,
that is a classic.
like, come on now. I used to do that like when I was like 15, but
Right.
but it's dope. And you know, we get a little more bookings out of town. Like I'm getting booked in Houston for a Pride event, getting booked in New York for a Pride event. So it's dope, you know. But out here in Atlanta, like
that's what it is
all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So we did talk about growing up and you know, like I said, I remember I looked at you as one of the homies. I mean, I didn't have any understanding. I knew I like girls, whatever, but I didn't have understanding of the difference between gay, straight, and all that, whatever. And you know, you back then, you know, you were referred to as like a tomboy, you know what I mean? So like growing up, like how did your family like did your family like ever assume that like it was like a phase and that like you were gonna like grow out of it at some point in time, or did they just accept, you know what I mean, like, you know, did they accept you for who you was? Like, I mean,
first of all, I was a tomboy before I was gay. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like it's like this is what people get mixed up. Like that was just me before I was into anybody. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
So like my mom, and I love my mom because she supported me since a kid.
Yeah.
Like my room was basketballs everywhere. Like it looked like a straight little boys room.
Yeah.
She just did whatever made me happy.
Yeah.
So when I came out, I came out like in 8th grade.
Okay.
And the first year it was hard on my mom. And this is before like I ain't do nothing with no girl now. I just like, I think I like girls, you know what I'm saying? And the first year she was like, didn't want to talk to me about it or whatever. But after that, I don't think she ever thought it was a phase. I think it was hard to accept. And this is when parents, like, this is when it wasn't as acceptable as it is now. You know what I mean? And and if you tell somebody your kid gay, they gonna judge you. Yeah. And I think a lot of parents care what other people think about them more than they think about being there for their gay child or whatever. So I don't think she ever thought it was a phase. And now it's so regular. She loves my wife. It's just so regular. And I think it's probably a topic she'd be talking to friends. Like she's not embarrassed of us.
Okay.
But she always say some slick shit like, like how you know you ain't like guys, like don't be weird. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I hate when people say that. Like, how you know you don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's the thing too. Like nowadays, I mean, I think people, the resistance is like people just don't want to like unlearn the things that they learned back in the day. Like everybody thinks that the things that they learned when they were a kid has to be true their whole life, whatever. And you know, I used to think, you know what I mean, like, oh yeah, it's like it's a choice, you know what I mean? But it's like, no, that's who people are, and like it's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't gotta be something where it's like, oh, you raised your kid a certain way and you led them into that path. It's like, no, they was gonna find that, if that's them, they was gonna find that no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So
that's really big. That's really go ahead. You say that because like a lot of parents, first of all, it don't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like either like you didn't make your kid think that they wanted to, like if something happened with like that's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But in general, like I know, like I said, I went to college. I have a degree in social work. So I was working with a kid, and his mom was saying like when he was a little boy, he was playing with Barbie dolls and stuff. And what people need to realize, like, it's built in them. Most people that like they're like that before they're even into guys or girls. Like how I said, like, you know what I mean? And she wouldn't let him play with the Barbie dolls and stuff. And like that could cause a depression. Like you're depriving your kid of this. And I know it's so hard for a parent to be like, boys don't play with that, you know. But if he want to keep, like, if that's like he keeps like wanting to play with that, like you just gotta let your kid be themselves and find themselves. Because some people are like that, and some people try it out and ain't with it. But like I really want to encourage parents to like just be there for their kid, because like kids get depressed and it gets like, as much as you don't want your kid to be gay, you might not want them to be dead, and they'll be willing to like something, if they can't be themselves, it's like living your life for everybody else, but inside you're empty. Who want to do that? Yeah, it's like you gotta find a balance of like, am I gonna make everybody around me happy and me be sad and not really be who I am, or am I gonna be happy and just whoever supports me, and whoever don't, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's that deep, and I want parents to know, like, you want your kid here, and you want your kid to be happy. So just support them, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Do you think though? I think, well, to be fair though, I think it's different though for sometimes boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think girls, for whatever reason, like, you know, we have terms that are like accepted, like tomboy, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But like for a young boy, that's like, they get way more like, you know, chastised and more ridiculed, I guess, like for trying to be themselves. You know what I mean? So maybe too, like it's a perspective thing, but fortunately, you know what I mean, you had a good support system. You had a mom that loved you, and even though y'all might have butt heads.
My dad came along too eventually.
Okay, yeah, okay,
I want to shout out my dad, because he walked me down the aisle for my wedding, and that was a big step.
That's
and
good.
He supported now and everything, but it took time, and I respected it take time. But also it is crazy because society does do that. Even like how much racial shit is going on now, I hate it because it's learned behavior that don't make no real sense. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, to be untaught something, it's harder to even teach something new, to like unlearn something, you know what I mean? But I do get it as far as boys too, and it's sad that we put that on them even harder. But I just want all parents to just support their kids, because your little gay boy could be super successful and be killing it, and in his flamboyant way, or maybe not flamboyant, but like, let them be great. Because let's be real, and even in the hip-hop culture, the dudes that's dressing a lot of these rappers are gay guys. You know what I'm saying? That are styling them. You know what I mean? A lot of these people are getting their hair done by these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Even like Saucy Santana, like, we booked him. I've seen him perform. He's doing great, and I love that he's not just great for the gay community. The women love his music, and in a straight club will be turning up to his stuff. So I just want that to be really known. Like, parents, y'all got to support your kids. Somebody actually emailed me about that, and it threw me off. A parent was like, yo, my daughter's gay. She just came out and wants to move to Atlanta. And it threw me off, like, damn, you emailing my booking address, my booking email for this. But I thought it was dope that they actually reached out and just wanted advice, because that's big.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So still staying in this kind of this world and this kind of overarching topic though, but a little different. You know, like here we trying to learn, man, and trying to maybe even, maybe demystify and get out of certain stereotypes and things like that. So like at least in the lesbian community, right? Like, what are like correct and acceptable terms to use? Because I remember, back in the day, we might have said some words that probably ain't cool now, like, and I don't even want to say them like that, dyke, and like, is that that's no, you don't say that, like, or like,
it's crazy because it's like we can say some things that you can't say.
Okay.
Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like kind of like women could call themselves bitches, you know what I mean? And okay.
Yeah, but I don't like the word dyke. I feel like that's a little aggressive.
Okay.
And like, offensive, but some people do. Okay. Some people like the word butch and stuff.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. If you feel like it's coming off wrong, like, don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And everybody got that, because I don't like the word queer, but people really refer to stuff like, oh, it's a queer event. So it's all about like demographics and stuff. Like, some people run with it, some people don't. Okay. I just say I'm a lady. You're a lady.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Period. Okay. Well, all right. That's interesting too, because now, like I said, now I think too, another thing, and this might be sometimes trouble for me, because now it's an expansion of language. You know what I mean? We talk about pronouns are a big thing, things like that, whatever. And it gets hard because you just learn how to talk like in a certain way. And it is like, it goes against everything that now, Bruh, is it hard for you?
Yes.
For real.
It's hard for all of us. Yes. We're all human and we all been taught how to speak a certain way.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, some people I feel like, all right, like, I get it, but to each his own, you know, but if you want to be called they, like, you gotta respect that people haven't really been taught to address people like that. So you can't be real defensive if somebody kind of messes that up.
Okay.
But if that's how you want to be referred to, that's fine. But it is, I agree, it's not just straight people having a hard time. It's, we were taught a certain way and we all try to unlearn that.
Yeah.
Some things I'll be feeling like, yo, we just are who we are. And then it gets so deep, and the gay community does get so defensive with everything and over, like, you know, which it's hard. And I can understand why people be like they walking on glass. They
because I'm like, you know, I don't want to offend nobody and things like that, and you know, stuff like that. So like, so now do, like, you know, because I guess studs, that's an acceptable word to use, right? So do studs, or like maybe these non-binary, you know, people, like, do they kind of really view themselves as men? Like, some of them, do they view themselves as men? You know what I mean? Like, do they target straight women? Is there stuff like that going on? Because I love that you
watching all this. Straight people need to know.
I'm so interested because and I'm only going to get it from somebody that I could talk to like this. You know what I mean? So
right now, I feel like straight people be wanting to know and just don't want to ask. But so I feel like a stud is a girl that dress a little masculine but is still a girl. You know what I mean? Then
are you a stud? Are you considered a stud?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't look at yourself like, because you say all girls party. You say you look at your lady, like you accept that you're a woman, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, but sometimes some people are like, nah, don't. Like, they don't even want to be touched in certain, you know, all that, like, right? Like,
and those are like I don't want to say butcher. Those might be the ones they like, that's a dyke or something, or trans. Like some people feel like they want to be the man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so hard. Like, I say, like, let's not put labels on people because everybody's different. I can be very feminine and not want to be touched, or I could be like this and want to be fucking touched. Hey, I'm a lady, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But there are like people that especially out here in Atlanta, it's so diverse. So there's people that there's studs or trans that want their girl to say, that's my man. You know what I mean? And it take learning from all of us. Cause I'll be like, why you keep calling her your man?
Yeah. Like, I know, sis. Like, I mean, like
and also, like, I have friends that transitioned over from female to male, and I'm not gonna lie, like, now look like a straight man. Like, you would not know this with a female. But in the transition, like, yo, I've been calling you she for mad long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I slip up and you got a beard, and I'll be like, her. You know what I mean? But we learning. You know what I mean? But I just say, everybody different and prefer what they prefer. Even like straight people, like, you think everybody straight goes work a certain way, but nah, when it comes down to the bed and stuff, like, they like different shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody different, and just to be safe, just ask people, hey, how should I refer to you, or what? Because, like, people want to be the bro. I don't really want to, like, you know, so.
Yeah, it's definitely a respect thing. Like, I mean, if somebody wants to be referred to a certain way, like, like it goes back to, like, you wouldn't call somebody a name that they wouldn't want to be called. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't just make a nickname up for somebody and just refer to them as that. So, like, you know, it's just a respect thing. Like, you know, even you don't got to understand it. You know what I mean? You don't got to necessarily even agree with it. It's just like, yo, like, if we're going to keep communicating, we got to, at the very base level, we got to respect each other. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and why are you so worried about, like people be so worried about other people? It'd be like, yo, if it don't got nothing to do with you, just respect it and keep it going.
Yeah. So when like celebrities, like you know, like somebody like Young M.A, you know what I mean, like, got popular. Now, she's not the first, you know, woman to come out, you know, with that kind of style. Like we remember like the Brat and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But
Brad
like
was on the low though.
yeah, she was on the low, and then remember she was like kind of went girly for a while, and then like now that she's older, she's like, yeah, I'm, you know, I like the bitch.
Yeah.
So but like when Young and May is interesting because like I remember like a lot of straight women would like look at her and be like, damn, like, yo, I would, yeah, I mean, win a bag, whatever. And like, so does that happen? Like, are there like, you know, stud women that like, like I said, target like, you know, straight women and like think they could take, you know what I mean, straight men's girls from them and stuff? Is that like because I think that's where like it becomes, it's like, all right, well, if you want to be viewed as a man, like now we got beef, yeah. Like
but that don't mean they want to be viewed as a man because they want to take your girl though.
Okay.
Like, nah, so let me say, all right, so all right, nah, so this is a funny conversation. So all right, so let's say like when I was in PA, right? When I was in Pennsylvania, right? There wasn't that many lesbian girls. So like,
see, but you ain't go to your high because I remember 05, 06, it was an explosion. Like everybody, like all the girls was it was crazy.
And it's different. It's a different acceptance level that girls can try it, and if they don't like it, just keep it moving. Where like dudes it would be a whole different, you know. Yeah. So this is the thing. But it was like, yo, so let's say there's 10 gay girls that are out, you know what I'm saying? So this all I got to choose from, right? So women are curious, period. You know what I'm saying? So like the real relationship I had out there was with a straight woman, but it was more like, yo, I like you. And then I tend, no disrespect, right? But like if a straight woman was curious, right, with me, and then I show her like a great time and give her the attention she always wanted but never got, and I actually took her on dates and planned dates and did sweet shit, like it's not that hard to like outdo some of these dudes. It's not that hard, you know what I'm saying? Respect. It's not that the woman fell in love with another woman. She fell in love with that person that treated her good.
She fell in love with the vibe. Yeah.
So then when you love somebody, you're going to do what you got to do to please them. So now it's not like, she love pussy, but like, yo, she going to please this person because this person is pleasing her and she ain't never experienced this. So it's kind of easy to sweep a straight woman off her feet because she ain't get all the stuff that she been wanting that we know as females that like we could do, right? But it's like this, and that woman was gonna fall in love because she never been treated like this. This. But then after like 2 years, she gonna be like, damn, I kind of want to, like, I miss that man touch. You know what I mean? And then it goes down. You know what I'm saying? And because one thing with me, I always say, yo, I'm not trying to be a man, or I'm not competing with a man. You know what I'm saying? So that would go down. So I never before was chasing straight women. Some people do that. That should be weird. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. I'm glad you said that. You know what I mean? Like,
I just be like, oh, this person is pretty. Like, hey, let me see. Either they curious about it or not. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's easy to see who's a stud, but it's hard to see like the feminine women who's gay. You don't know.
True.
And it kind of sucks. Because there could be a gay feminine woman that you just wouldn't know she's gay because she don't look gay. You know what I mean?
So you don't even like, so you're cautious about because you're like, she might be playing games, like she really straight, you know what I mean, whatever. So
so but what I could say is, as I got older, like I would never never want to date a straight woman because even if I was the best me, I can't compete with a dude, and a dude can't compete with me. Like, I'm never going to try to be a dude.
That's
you know what
I'm saying? Bar right there.
Yeah.
That's hard.
So, and I didn't like that because, like, if I treated you the best and you wanted a dude, there's nothing I could change. And I don't want to feel like that, right?
Yeah.
But thank God I met my wife that is a lesbian, and that was never the issue.
Yeah.
And she loved women, and I love women, and it's great. You know what I'm saying? But I could say, like, it ain't more so like trying to turn people out. It's just like, damn, this my only option.
Yeah.
Hell nah. Hell
Yeah,
nah.
and you know, women outnumber men like crazy,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like, yeah, so
like give us some. Let
yeah,
us
right.
have some.
I love it. I love it, fam. I love it. All right, and last thing on this like overarching topic. I mean, I'm gonna flip the script on you, man. So I've been seeing on Instagram, you be getting spicy, man, with some of
you gotta get
these
spicy.
questions. You know what I mean, like live, whatever. So I want to ask you some of these questions. You know what I'm saying that you've been asking these people. So I seen you on Instagram. You said, how much would a dude have to pay you to go on a date with him? You say everybody got their price. Everybody got their price, right?
Yeah, that was me trying to convince her. That was me. It worked too. She was like, all right, well, shit.
She said a band. Yeah, she said. So on you, what's up? How much would it do? I know you're married, I know, but we talking about prior. We talk like imagine, hypothetical.
Yo, it's so awkward. That's so awkward to me. Of course, if because it just feels so awkward in my soul. That feels awkward.
Yeah, like what the heck? Like, yeah, that's how the person AC. That's how they felt. They was like a dude. Like they was like,
yeah. But she said a band. I was like a band. She said she'll go on a date to the movies with him.
Like,
but it'd be weird out here, like because dudes would definitely try to like spend their money on you, but nah, I don't know. I'm good.
Okay, you good? Okay.
Because I ain't about to I ain't about to like go out to dinner and now somebody see me with this dude and now they be like, because some studs still be throwing that shit back on the low.
Okay. Oh,
that ain't me.
Oh,
nah, for real. You ain't never see a pregnant stud?
Yes, I have, and and I
that
think
wasn't planned. That wasn't planned. Some studs can get artificial.
Oh yeah, because they still want to have a family. And stuff like that.
But there's some studs that it just was a drunk night.
What? Well, yeah, I've seen that, and then that's where I was talking about like Young and May, whatever. There were there's men that kind of might find her attractive or want does that look away? Is that kind of are they borderline if you want to mess with a stud? You know what I mean?
Because this is the thing, man. Well,
because it's still pussy. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they care about. They take off that. You got titties. Oh yeah, I don't know how a dude could do it, but I seen girls that look like Boozy pregnant.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
So you tell me, is that?
I think so. I think it is. I think it's you kind of get away with it because the anatomy is hetero whatever, but nah, bro, it's something different there, because like I said, you my homie, I would never ew, you know what I mean, you beautiful, you know what I mean, but ew, bro, get out of here, fuck out of here, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I'm not going to set a price.
Okay, all right.
This is awkward.
All right. So, do you prefer? All right. Next question on that. Do you prefer a woman with a fat ass or big titties?
I love the ass.
Oh yeah.
My wife got fat
ass. Nice. And then that last one. If you could suck a fart.
I'll be so retarded. I'll be like. People probably what the fuck?
That's what I was like. I'm like, she's asking these people these questions, but they probably love it, you know what I mean? So, but what celebrity would you suck a fart out of? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll definitely suck a fart out of Rihanna's ass.
Okay, all right.
Cheeks, dented it and everything.
Yo, crazy, DJ Exel is crazy, So,
yeah.
I love it. That was fun. That was a fun conversation there. All right. Let's switch it up, man. So let's get back into the career. Let's talk about moving to Atlanta. What was it like kind of getting your bearings and talk about your experience and kind of establishing yourself down there? You know what I mean? Did you have anybody that you knew down there or you just kind of say, yo, fuck it, let's go?
Not at all. So the crazy thing is, remember how it's crazy, the whole conversation. So remember how we go back talking about dating straight women and all this. All right. So I was in a relationship for 4 years in Harrisburg, and I found out she was cheating on me, with a dude or talking to do whatever. I still don't, whatever. Right. Yeah. But I wanted to move to Atlanta, but I ain't have no real push. So when I found that out, I was like, I'm fucking out. Right. Yeah. So then, I moved to Atlanta. And the crazy thing is I talked to my sister about this, like a 6-month plan. And 3 months after my 6-month plan, like my plan, she happened to move. She went through something and was like, yo, I'm out, and moved to Atlanta. And you know, Kesey,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Me and your sister
So,
had beef because we had
That was crazy.
We share X. Yeah, I mean, like, and just full disclosure, I don't have no shame in my game. Like, some men be like, yo, if a woman that you dealt with, if they mess with a woman, like they feel like it's like a slight on them. I'm like, nah, bro. Like I knew how I treated that woman. You know what I mean? Like I ain't no shame in my game. Like if that's what she wanted,
you know, Kesey, she just her fucking self, right? but like that, I wasn't there for that whole situation.
Okay.
You know, like I just like, yeah, when I heard about that was different. But anyway, so Kesey lived in Atlanta, all right, and my sister used to date Kesey, but then they were really close friends, right? Yeah. So when my sister went through something, she was like, Kesey was like, yo, just come out here and just get away. All right. So then it was just crazy how like the lines, like God just lined everything up. So when I found out about my ex cheating on me, I just came out here, and Kesey was like, yeah, you could stay here for like a week or two until you get a place. So she had so that's the only person I knew. Okay. And I'm talking about I would be booked. I had regular spots, like 1 or 2 spots a week in Pennsylvania that I was booked at. Yeah. So I left everything where everybody knew me, everybody knew my accomplishments or whatever. Yeah. And
Terrence wasn't down there at the time?
The crazy thing is I think right, like when I moved down here, he moved to LA.
Okay.
But I would have conversations with him. Like I can go back on Facebook before I moved down here that he would be like, yo, you just gotta do it. You know what I mean? Because it was him and Fiend at the time.
Z Rich. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would look up to them and just see how they was moving. And he'd be like, yo, you just gotta do it. And I really talked to him about it. So anyway, so I came up here, stood in Kesey's studio apartment, me and my sister, because me and my sister was going to get an apartment together. Yeah. And what I thought was going to be like a week took like a month and a half to get an apartment because like it's hard to get a fucking apartment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the crazy thing out here, my sister had a felony, and the crazy thing out here, apartments, they don't let you can't have a felony within 10 years. What? And it's like 10 years. Like my sister had a felony probably like 8 years ago, and y'all talking about she can't get her name on nothing. Yeah. So that was really, really hard. And that's really like somebody can change their life completely like in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that was really hard. But I came out here legit, bro, like would listen to the radio. I knew nothing, nowhere, nothing at all. Yeah. Listen to the radio and would be like, where they say, oh, $2 Tuesdays at da-da-da. I would go out there and listen. First of all, you think you could just jump into another city and just start DJing? Like, no, you had to learn I had to learn the whole culture. Okay. Music totally different. Like totally the different, vibe, like in Central PA, I was going from like especially I was DJing in Lebanon a lot. I would go from like hip hop to reggae to reggaeton to like out here. I play maybe 1 or 2 Spanish songs. Yeah. Moving, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you just had to learn the culture. You had to learn hits out here that might not be hits in anywhere else. You know what I mean? So I was studying the culture. Every time I went out, I would fucking network. I would go out by myself. I ain't have a lot of money. My sister wouldn't come out with me that much because she would be like, bro, if I'm going out, I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I go out, I get 1 drink and walk around with that 1 drink the whole night. Yeah, you know Just network. And every time I went out, I met somebody. You know what I'm saying? It was like God was just showing me like it's worth it. Like every time it was a little beneficial. So then I remember there was this one gay club. It was like in the hood that they gave me a Wednesday night, and this Wednesday night would be like 20 people there, right? And within a month, they gave me their most popping night, which was Friday. Okay. So like, I literally, I already had the skill. That's the thing. I look like I showed up out of nowhere. Yeah. Y'all ain't hear about this DJ in Central PA. You know what I mean? But I had the skills of been DJing for years. You know what I'm saying? So I popped up out of nowhere. So I did good right there. And then And then I remember walking into this club, and I will always try to get as fly as I can to just go to a club, because you gotta look like somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So somebody actually came up to me, and a promoter actually came up to me and my sister and was like, yo, you rap or dance or something? And I'm like, nah, I'm a DJ. And she was like, oh, well, yo, try out next Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do an hour set for free. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I literally had to rebuild everything from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I tried out, got that gig for like 2 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So and even I went to a listening party and met these dudes, and these dudes were like, yo, I got a friend, Lala, that just started a podcast called The Progress Report. You should be like a guest DJ on there, right? And I actually had to leave the listening party. It was Yo Gotti's listening party. And I actually had to leave before Yo Gotti got there because I had an event. And God put me there to meet these dudes and introduce me to Lala. So this is probably like 2 months being in Atlanta. So I go, I'm trying to think, who was it? Okay, so I go to the interviewing just as a guest DJ, and she's interviewing OJ the Juice Man.
Oh,
and I'm
okay, yeah.
I'm like, bro, like I wouldn't meet this dude on the most popping night in Central PA. You know what I mean? And I came from DJing in Harrisburg and Double D's and shit. So like they was really big on Gucci and OJ the Juice Man at that time. So this was like really big to me. And I'm like, bro, this is amazing. So then like I hit Lala and was like, yo, can I keep DJing for you? And from there, that's how the Progress Report, I got onto the Progress Report. The Progress Report, we've been doing that for over 6 years. That's been going crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Like,
We're gonna talk about that.
The only thing I can tell people is like, yo, that's why I said if you love it, you're going to just do it without just go out there and just chase everything. And somehow with the law of attraction, you start attracting the people you need. You don't know how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
That shit happens. You know what I mean?
That's real.
And then the crazy thing is, my other partner that I throw parties with is Boss Britt.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how did y'all start that? Like, how'd you meet her and all that?
So people think I met her through the gay scene. Boss Britt is actually from Cincinnati, the same scene Lala's from.
Oh.
So Britt moved down probably 6 years ago and came through Lala's just the Progress Report just to show Lala love. And Lala introduced us. And then I started getting booked as a DJ places, and she would get booked as a host. And then we like, yo, we the two flyest motherfuckers here. Like, people really coming to these parties for us.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we start doing shit on our own? And I'm like, bro, but we knew. Like, we knew. And then I try to do parties in York, and it'd be like, bro, no matter what I did, it'd be a dub. Like, people would come out, but it just wasn't popping. But out here, we started doing it. And that's how we came up. So now, to this day, me and Boss Britt, we do the biggest all-girl parties in Atlanta, 5 years straight. And then we all
and like, well, who determines that they're the biggest all-girl parties? Like,
nobody's messing with us.
Okay. Like, for real, nobody. There's like, y'all don't really have competition for real.
Nah, we're the biggest. And humbly saying that because I work with all the promoters out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're just different. We're the only promoters that are the DJ and host also. And then I came from the straight world where it was like, yo, like in PA, I would do all straight events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it would be like, yo, just rock a party. And then when I came out here, a lot of the gay parties would have like performances and like drag show type things. And I told Britt, like, yo, we need a party like the straight people. Like, this don't need to be an hour show every time. Like, let's turn up. Yeah. So that's basically how we did it. But there's a lot of dope promoters out here.
Okay.
We actually linked up with a promoter. Her name's DJ M. I could say she's been a great mentor and she's a great promoter. She threw the biggest Atlanta Pride events out here. All right. And the first year I came out here, she actually had me on as a headline and DJ. And this is the promoter that I said I used to DM and she never messaged me back. So me moving out here and her putting me on as the headline and DJ.
Yeah.
So I was so hyped to DJ Pride with her, where she brought out this is when Fetty Wap was popping, Tiana Taylor, Monica, like all these people. I was so, this is where I first met Young M.A. before she blew up. So hyped to now we became partners on the Pride. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So she see our worth, and of course we see her worth. So it just all lined up where 6-7 years ago I was so happy to be the DJ.
Yeah.
So now we're throwing the parties together. So
that's what's up. Yo, have you ever had like a regular job? Like I just feel like you've been making money off of this DJ shit your whole life. Like I don't know.
Okay. So like I said, I did graduate from college and I worked at the youth detention center in York for like 6 months.
Okay.
Right? And then I was at the point where like, yo, I'm being a counselor and all I'm doing is thinking about these mixtapes and shit, right? So I'm like, yo, I gotta get out of here and even though, but like stop holding on to my degree and just do something with music. So then like in PA, I'm like, bro, what can I do during the day with music? Yeah. So I worked at Guitar Center. But Guitar Center taught me a lot about like actually sound and stuff. Yeah, just the DJ equipment. And the crazy thing is,
see, I thought, you know, and that's good you said that, because I probably assumed too when you went to college you went for like audio engineering or some shit like that, whatever. Like this is all self-taught, like kind of, and also with the help of mentors and stuff like that, like apprenticeship type stuff. Okay, that's good. That's good.
So what was I gonna say? So the dope thing is me working at Guitar Center in Harrisburg, that allowed me to transfer to Guitar Center in Atlanta. Okay. So that was my only stability. So I worked at Guitar Center in Atlanta for 2 years before I went full time.
Okay. Yeah. That's dope. And you probably met and probably just working at Guitar Center, you probably networking with customers all the time, right?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
I sold Shaq a controller. 21 Savage before he blew up. Like I met everybody in Guitar Center. Yeah. But the only thing is, and that was my goal, was like, yo, work here and just network with all these people. Yeah. But what I felt like is they just see me as a Guitar Center
like a clerk.
Like,
like
when a club promoter, or owner would come in to buy like speakers, and I'm like, yo, I'm a DJ. They ain't take me that serious. Yeah. So it was but it helped me, you know. That's what kind of gave me some money before I really, you know, to pay the bills.
That's good. That's good. So, all right, we're going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. And I think you covered some things I was going to ask. Let's talk about real quick. Let's talk about Blaster Trash, right? Your show that you have. So thus far, like, do you feel like, have you kind of discovered anybody that actually kind of reached like a certain level? You know what I mean? Like, were you the first one to like, you know, kind of feature somebody? Like, can you like name anybody? Like, oh, yo.
Definitely one person in particular. I would say Erica Banks.
So for real, like the Blaster Trash, that's when like you kind of broke her song. Not say that, but
so this is back in July 2020. I think it was right when COVID just kicked off. Yeah. Right. So we got in the car. She had like 60,000 followers on IG. Okay. She had like 60,000 followers. Her team reached out. We got in the car and she's playing her music. And I'm like that Busted. If y'all don't know who Erica Banks is, she got that Busted challenge that went crazy during COVID and shit. I legit can show you the clip where I said, yo, 3 to 6 months from here, you're out of here. Yeah. I said, yo, these are hits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, these samples is crazy because when people hear samples, it's already something they're familiar with. So if you make the sample a new relevant hit, you out of here. Yeah. And that's why people be rocking with samples. So I legit say, yo, 3 to 6 months, yo, you're going to be out of here. And she was like, you think so? She was like, yo, I think so too. Legit, probably like 4 months later, her shit went viral. And even that clip got like 2 more thousand views just off of people going back, just learning about her and going back. And it was just crazy because I just knew it was out of here. And now she probably like at 300,000-400,000, you know what I mean? She going crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you explain to the audience, like, how does the process work for getting on Blast or Trash? Like, you know what I mean? What do you got to do? You know what I mean? And are you accepting everybody, or is there like a cutoff? Like you're like,
at
I don't know.
At first, I was just getting people to help establish the brand of it, you know, and then I was like, yo, I don't want to listen to nothing that's trash. You know what I'm saying? But I want to so the Blast or Trash car rides is basically an artist comes in the car, we drive around Atlanta, they play 5 of their top songs, and I leave it up to I give them feedback, and I leave it up to the audience to tell them if they would blast or trash their music. At first, I just did like people that I wanted to do. And then a lot of people inquired, and I said, okay, this is how I can make my car an asset instead of a liability. You know what I'm saying? And basically, with the show, could help pay for my car for real. You know what I'm saying? So I do allow people to submit, and it's a fee. But the dope thing about this is like the dope thing about this is that people actually get to, like, it's an interview, but people get to listen to your music, which there's really not many platforms like
there
that.
really, there really aren't music platforms anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we don't rely on music videos, like a channel or a show to give us like a countdown of what, like, we don't have curators no more like that. You know what I mean? It's all playlists and like, but there's no face-to-face, you know, fan interaction with that.
With a DJ, you know. And one thing I want to say is that one thing I learned is, as a DJ, you can't, like, to be really successful and to really make it and really get money, like, you can't just be a DJ. You gotta be a brand, right? So you can't just wait for people to book you and stuff like that. Like, so that's why, like, I made the Blast or Trash car rides, because now the crazy thing is, off these podcasts and stuff, I might become more known than people coming to my parties. You know what I'm saying? And your brand is what's going to pay you, not your skill necessarily, unless like you're crazy skillful. But your brand is going to pay you more than your skills will. And I want all my DJs and entrepreneurs to realize that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't only DJ parties. I'm a host. I'm a host on these podcasts and created my own platform. So now you can get revenue from all different aspects. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good. And that's one thing I see you talking about a lot. You do a real good job with just marketing yourself and like kind of, you know, do your videos to kind of promote yourself. And you talk about kind of trying to give these artists some game, like, yo, if you want your stuff out there, yo, hit up these podcasts, right? Hit up these, you know what I mean, these DJs, whatever, like network, whatever. So like, can you talk about like, how do you provide meaningful promotions for people without it feeling like maybe like predatory, or feel like you're just chasing a quick buck? Because there are those women out there that say, oh, I do promotions, and all they do is do a twerk video, like, I mean, in front of your shit.
If that twerk video gets 20,000 views, you better pay her to do that damn twerk video.
Yeah, but I feel like what you do is a little bit different than that. You know what I mean?
You saying like, how do I
I guess, like, I don't know, like, how do you ensure that it's like, you know, what you're providing is like is meaningful and purposeful, as opposed to just, you know what I mean, making people feel like, all right, like, because I think sometimes people don't trust it. They're like, I don't know, man. You know, because there's a lot of scammers in that kind of world too. You know what I'm saying? So
facts. Well, what I learned even from me, because I always ran my DJ career like I was an artist. You gotta invest in yourself, right? And you gotta look at the platforms you're investing in and what they're actually providing. I can't guarantee something's going to get 10,000 views, right? But I can guarantee for this amount of money, you're paying me this, and now I'm going to promote you. I got almost 30,000 followers. My team's going to promote you that got almost 20,000 followers. I mean, 25,000. We're going to put you on a YouTube page that got over 25,000 subscribers. All this for under $1,000. Like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta see what makes sense. Like, I can't guarantee nothing, but like, we're going to give you exposure. To pay somebody to just get reposted on a page that got 30,000 followers might be $200. You know what I'm saying? So you getting all this, you know, it makes sense. You know? So I definitely think that you need to invest in yourself in many different platforms, because it's just like these businesses, like let's say Guitar Center, you'll hear an ad on the radio, you'll see a commercial on the TV, right? So like as an artist, you need to be on all these different platforms that give a little bit of exposure. So maybe somebody might see you on somebody else's podcast, and then they see you on a progress report. They like, hold up, this person working. It takes time, but you got to have people keep seeing you.
Yes.
Like your quality and the show you put on is going to help this shit go viral. Posting it ain't going to do that. But if you shaking your ass in the video, if you're a female artist and you twerking to your own song, it's going to get more looks. You can't put all the blame on the person you just paid to get this interview with. Like you got to provide a good interview too. Overall with me, I want to help artists. I want to give exposure, but time is money. And also you see who's really serious about their craft too. Because if I wasn't charging for nothing, 1,000 people would hit me up every day. And then I'll go to your page and I don't see one song up there. You know what I'm saying?
So like, it helps weed out the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And the crazy thing is people need to understand, like, yo, if you invest in something and respect somebody's price, and you invest in this one thing and you're really a dope person, a dope artist, they respect you more and they're way more willing to just build a real relationship with you. But sometimes if somebody's working really hard and really busy, you got to get their attention. And sometimes money gets somebody attention, but if they a solid person, they gonna fuck with you in the long run if you got good shit. But sometimes that's how you gotta introduce yourself to people. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's 100 people DMing me right now, but somebody's like, yo, I would like to have a meeting with you, and I got 200 just to sit down and have a little consultation with you. Oh yeah. And then I'm willing to give you way more game than this $200.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. And I guess one last big topic, and then we'll wrap it up. Talking about the progress report, you told me how you kind of got onto it and things like that. But for the audience that doesn't know, like what exactly is the progress report? What is this platform?
So the progress report is we have a podcast, but it's actually a whole media platform where we offer services to artists. Like if you came to Atlanta and you're an artist, we could take you on a whole press run, even outside of us, on all major platforms, podcasts that are in Atlanta. But the crazy thing is, yo, I don't know if you've seen it, but we actually are going crazy right now. What's today? Thursday, Tuesday, the Shade Room reposted our interview with Young Thug's ex-fiance.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
The Shade Room posted it the next day. Yesterday morning, the Breakfast Club referred to it, shouted out the progress report. Vlad TV posted it, Academics posted it, and we actually had a major platform reach out to us. So like things is really on the rise, and we work. But yeah, we've been doing it for over 6 years, and it's really paying off. And people really come to Atlanta and stop by the progress report. It's one of the major platforms. And we got a lot of respect out here, and we've been putting in a lot of work. So
that's what's up. And now can you tell us who's involved with the progress report? Like who are the main, because obviously it's yourself, but like there was people before you then. I mean, like, so. Yeah,
well, before me, it was just Lala.
Okay. Oh, shout out to her.
Lala does PR. Lala does PR. So she's the back end. She know everybody behind the scenes. And then Boss Britt, my partner that I do the parties with, me, Boss Britt, and Lala, we've been doing it consecutively for almost 6 years. So we real friends, but we really in this music industry too. And it's 3 women that really know what they talking about. Yeah. And it's just been going crazy. We've been getting a lot of dope artists on the come up. Yeah. We interviewed so many artists. It's
I was gonna say, like, who do you have any, like, I guess right now you're kind of in the midst of a memorable like topic, you know what I mean? Viral thing. So like, who are there any other like memorable guests or anything that comes to mind? I know y'all, because I tune into the program. Y'all touch on a lot of people, and
we interviewed so many people. We interviewed like we got interviews with Gunna. We got interviews with
you got an interview. Oh, you got an interview with Gunna?
Yeah, well, the progress report does.
Okay, yeah.
we got an interview with Boozy. We
Okay.
got an interview with I don't know if you know Suki Hana. I love Suki.
I've heard the name. Yeah, I've heard the name.
Johnny Blaze.
Okay.
We got we just got so many people.
So many.
And of course, Erica Banks. Just so many people. Like I can't even.
That's
think.
good. That's it. And I pay homage to y'all, man. I look up to y'all, man, because obviously I got my own platform now, and I'm trying to, I know it's a work in progress. I don't never think like, oh, yo, I should, I think highly of myself, and I think I deserve certain things, but I know it's a grind too. Yeah, I mean, and I respect it.
Yeah, and first of all, I want to say I'm proud of you. Like I even told you that when I see, because you DM'd me before.
For the record, it took her like 8 months to. And I told you I grew up with this girl, like so. It took her 8 months to reply to my DM just to let you.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was you. Like I'm saying, I get so much shit like sent to me.
I was in the private request folder or something like that.
Look, and then the thing is, people would just, I don't know if this was you, but people would just drop a link and not even be like, make it personal. So I just like, oh, this just something. I don't know if I even seen it, right? But then when I talked to you, he was like, yo, I've been sent you. And when I looked, I was like, damn, he really has. But now I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for being consistent. And the one thing I would say is 6 years ago, we wanted everything that we getting now, right? But when we look back, we realize how much more prepared we are now for it than when we thought we deserved it, right? Wow. So I just want to tell you, like, to keep going, and when it's time, it's going to happen. It's going to happen organically. And we think we ready for it now, which we might be, but just imagine how much more prepared you would be for it maybe 6 months from now. Maybe we done switch something around. Maybe you just learn from experience. We experience something new and dumb every time we had shit where like the camera died or something like you're not prepared for, that you just going to be prepared for. So just keep going. Consistency is everything. If you see it growing just a little bit, you going up.
Yeah. And last thing, and I just talk about my platform. I just had my first, I guess you could call him celebrity, like interview with a battle rapper named Trufo. From Chicago. He just beat Geechee Gotti in the Ultimate Madness tournament. It's crazy. I was like, and that was like something fell in my lap. Like he just, he liked something. I followed him. He followed me back, and I said, "Oh no, I got to capitalize." And then it came to fruition. I was like, "What?"
And you be talking about the battle rap and stuff.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. So one last question though, and this is I think this is maybe a gem for the audience. I heard you talk about, this is a little while ago, you talked about it's the difference between things being simple and things being easy, right? And in terms of like, like kind of progressing and reaching success, whatever. Like, so can you kind of give that message or whatever? Because what I mean? Like, things are simple, but like everything ain't easy or something like that you was saying.
Yeah. So like, if you want to grow your following on IG, it's easy. I could tell you how to do it right now. Drop 2 pieces of content every day. You know what I mean? Organic content. Yeah. That's easy. But I mean, that's simple. Or simple.
It's simple.
That's simple. Yeah. Like it's simple, but it's not easy to create 2 pieces of content. Yep. You know what I mean? That takes determination. That takes consistency. That takes time. You know what I'm saying? Like people be overthinking stuff, or like if you want to lose weight, it's simple. Yeah. Walk them out every day.
Eat some vegetables.
But the easy things you won't get a lot of growth from that. It's easy to go to work every day, just clock in, clock out. But if you want the greater things in life, like you're going to have to grow and use the simple tactics, but it's not going to be easy. So you got to just choose like what type of life you're trying to live and really make a plan. But the plan could be simple. The biggest thing is the consistency. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even with you, like I always say, that's the consistency going to take you where you need to go. And things will come to you just like you said. He just liked something. Like you be thinking like somebody's not seeing this, and then people seeing it, even if they're not saying nothing. Yeah. So that's basically, I don't know if I broke it down super simple.
Now I'll probably maybe steal that clip and probably attach it to this or something like that.
Yeah, facts.
That's a yo, fam. Yo, I had a good time. Did you have a good time today?
I had a great time. You hit all the points. I like it.
Yo, that's what's up. Yo, like, yo, audience, man, y'all still watching, man. You know, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment. You know, that's one thing I need to increase my engagement. I don't know how to do that, but like, comment, y'all. Like, yo, so DJ Exel, where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, my IG is DJ Exel. I have a lot of stuff coming up. Like I said, like the progress report, I pray everything happens. It's going to take us to bigger levels. Also, me and boss Britt are actually dropping a new show. It's called the No Homo Show. So
what?
Yeah. That's something going to be crazy because all we doing is talking about gay shit, but it's going to be funny. Yeah. And
that's good. That's a good concept. See, only I feel like only, you know, with like lesbian can get away with that title. Like, you know,
you can't be straight about the No Homo.
Yeah,
stuff. So yeah, just follow me on IG, but there's a lot of stuff we're working on. And if you ever come to Atlanta and want to party with us, definitely I do events every single week. So and this is strictly it's all girls, like no guys. No,
like, I can't come out there and like
no, you can, and you would have a great time.
Oh yeah.
So this is the thing. Of course, we don't discriminate, but we do cater to the ladies.
Yes.
If the fellas, like, we don't, like, fellas be there, but it's way outnumbered. But it's a great time, and the fellas just gotta be cool. Don't be thirsty.
Do they have to? Okay. Oh, what you mean? Don't be thirsty. Go ahead.
Like, don't be looking like, don't be trying to grab shorty hand and she with a girl and you be mad. Like, this is a lesbian party.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Like, be cool. Be the cool dude.
Okay. Is there an increased cover charge for the men?
Oh yeah.
Okay. No doubt. Yeah.
Y'all want to party with us?
We taxi y'all niggas.
Yeah. I got you. I'll put you on my list. All right,
that's what's up. And I might not ever get that. Not that I don't travel or whatever, but like, you know, I'm getting older. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised you still in this party scene. Like, you just, you know what I mean? Like, does that keep you young? Man. Does that keep you young? Like,
first of all, I hate when people say, yo, that older shit, that's your mentality.
I do like that.
You talking about I might not be out there like, bro, you got a podcast. This is where you need to be.
Well, yes. I know.
But I will say, like, yo, yeah, I want to build my brand that I don't need to be at a party every Saturday. And that's why I said it's so big for me to build my brand outside of just the club. Yes. You know what I mean? Because once our podcast go like this, like, we could be on tour doing live podcasts and maybe I DJ an after party or something. Like, it started to be where, like, now I got opening DJs and stuff. Like, I ain't DJing.
Nice.
I'm DJing every night that our parties is, but like, I'm not slaving myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I'll be like, damn, I would like to go to bed at like 11:30. You know what I'm saying? I feel that, but I love it, and I do feel like, yeah, it's keeping me young. It's keeping me in the know with the music and everything. So I ain't mad at it.
That's what's up. Yo, DJ Exel, man, I appreciate your time. You know what I mean? You're always welcome back. You know what I mean? I want to network with y'all. You know what I mean? With the progress report and things like that. And yo, I appreciate you, audience. What y'all think? Like I said, leave a comment, feedback. And this is another episode of the 280 Plus Podcast, y'all. We out. Peace.
I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.